Maybe if you put bread on your feet, they work as shoes. Look, we've got no washing machine. All right, everyone, look, it's gone. It's in the new bit. Oh, I'll give you an update in just a little. Here's a little tease though. Anyhow, I hope you're doing good today, folks. We are today attempting to make some homemade brandy snaps. And I know a lot of you immediately thinking, I think particularly in America, you're like, what the heck is that? You know, brandy snaps are very popular here in the UK. I think Australia, New Zealand, and some places around Europe as well. Kind of like a nice sort of gourmet after dinner sort of desserty snack, crunchy thing, like a biscuit, caramelised really, rolled up cigar that you can plump full of cream. And my whole life has been a lie. Brandy snaps don't contain brandy other than the cream that you can optionally flavour and inject in it. So when I get things like this at Christmas, these bonus bottles, I was thinking, oh yeah, I can use that today. I deliberately avoided them, particularly when I was younger. I have had them before and they're gorgeous, but I avoided them because I thought they've got brandy in it. And I think my mum might have even avoided me having them for that reason, because you just assume the brandy thing. But Ames, the brandy thing isn't anything to do with brandy, mate. You can put you in it. It doesn't matter. Basically, they're called brandy snaps because it's the art of branding. When we heat these up and roll them to shape them, they firm into shape, yeah. You're desperate to lick my face, aren't you? You are.
Brandy snaps are popular in the UK, Ireland, Australia and New Zealand, believed to have been introduced by Christopher John Thomas. They are often tubular, brittle, sweet, typically 10 centimetres long and 2 centimetres in diameter.
Brandy snaps are typically served filled with whipped cream. That is basically it. And yesterday, Kirsty sent me a tweet. Said, "Hi Barry, my husband has asked me to make them brandy snaps. I have a recipe, but I've never made them before, and the art of rolling them into horns," is that their name? Horns? I don't know. Is intimidating. It is a little intimidating. Could be a bit scary. Any chance you could do a video on making them, please? And you are watching that video right now. But just before we do, here is a very... Oh my gosh. So here is an extension update. Just before we start, we had some plastering done. Look at that. It's wet plaster and dry. It's taking about 3 days to dry. It's all good. The camera's going to go crazy now, okay? This is a little warning. Look. Let me change it. Hang on. There we go, camera. You like that, don't you? Because of the natural light in here, like in there, because it's so dark, I force it really high to make it look as light as possible. But now, because we've got the windows and the doors in and the lantern and stuff up there, that it's so much natural light in. But look, the kitchen is now in. Recognise these ovens? They're from our old house. They've been in the garage for months since we moved in. Recognise the hob? And we've even got the same sink as we had before. We had to buy the same one, but we couldn't physically take that with us. The people that moved into our old house would have probably regretted that, but we're ready to go. The problem we've got at the moment, the good thing is the sun's gone in. Because we don't have any blinds, it's making it very bright and dark on and off, so we can control that a bit more. We also need some flooring in here. And also to put our sofas in and things like that to reduce the echo. But once that's done, we are ready to go. So it might be about another week, 2 weeks until we're in here. But hopefully you'll agree, it's looking blooming stonking. And I've just got to look how dark that is in here. There we go, I bumped that contrast right up. So this is going to be my office, this room. And what I'm mulling over is having a sort of kitchen office where I can still kind of keep this stuff connected and do some bonus recipe videos using that hob or something equivalent, because it's all set up for it. I might as well use it. The only other thing which is quite common on TV sets, this sink now is dead. It's a prop. There's no water coming out of it whatsoever. There we go. Update. All right, the first thing I'm doing is trying to get the right measurement of golden syrup. Now, I know a lot of you are going to struggle to get that in certain countries. You can't get it. I believe you can use corn syrup instead, or maple syrup. I need 180 grams of this, which is probably just about the amount in the tube, so it's kind of defeated the point of doing this. Do not be tempted to drink this. So butter, and some light brown sugar. If you've got demerara sugar as well, that'll take it up a notch. This is the golden syrup. I think it's literally 200% sugar though, golden syrup. It is a very naughty thing. So that's quite a high flame. We want to turn it down to the lowest setting we can and heat it moderately. Apparently we do not want this to bubble and burn, which with it being the high sugar content could happen very, very quickly. So basically keep your eye on it. That monkey shoulder thing that I just drank. Yeah, I need to focus on this, okay? Make sure we do it. It's harming my concentration, but encourage it at first. to melt down the butter, get the sugar and the golden syrup all merged there, but make sure, as I say, we don't bubble it because that's going to risk it burning apparently. You don't have to keep stirring it consistently, just monitor it. And the other thing I was thinking, if brandy snaps don't contain any brandy, what if they contain no snap? Like, are they just called... Ah, here we go. This is the benefit of the low heat. Look, you've got these little islands of butter just left, but if I just push them a little bit, they are breaking down. The sugar is dissolved. As soon as that butter's gone, it is ready. Oh, and my oven's preheated. Amazing. The only other thing you need, other than to prep your baking sheet, apparently you could just use plain flour on its own, but they do have a very slight ginger twang, so we've got some ginger, and sometimes you can add some lemon. So despite having actual real lemons right there, I've got some lemon juice from pancake day left over, so we'll use that, and we're going to make a lemon cream to go inside it. All right, so I have just taken that off the heat, and you can see it's not bubbling or boiling, but it's all merged. No sugar granules in there, you can't see any traces of butter. It's a gorgeous deep brown colour. Perfect. Just leave it for about a minute apparently. I don't know why, it's cooled down enough. I'm filming a recipe video, it's pretty much nearly Baltic. So what we'll do is shimmy in the ginger. I'm doing this freehand, so roughly a teaspoon. Little drop, a few squirts there of the lemon juice, and the plain flour going in. Keep working at that and seeing how I'm sort of scraping the bottom of the pan to make sure none of it's hiding at the bottom. That's why I'm using the spatula. Make sure you do that, all right? No one wants sort of separated like floury brandy snap. That is looking good. I've never made these before, but it was a warning that it is quite a thin mixture like this, because apparently for each brandy snap, I mean, obviously it depends how big you want to go. That gives me a video idea for a giant brandy snap, actually. Yeah, you're supposed to only need about a teaspoon per one. I mean, I might go a little bit over that, but you can see how it's running where you need that sort of nice flat surface on the baking tray. So this is where it could fail for me. All right. Yeah, so the oven's ready, and look, if I put, I know I'm probably going to get two there, and they could even merge. This is 100% legitimate. I could use those ovens out there, but the baking trays are still in storage. We don't know where they are, but I've just remembered we do have like a pizza shelf thing that was flat that I used in a recent video, so let's switch it up to that. It's going to just dribble off, isn't it? That's quite a high ridge. I can probably get one in there, but it's a really fluid mixture, look.
So what do you have to do?
You just bake it.
Yeah, but don't ask me, because I don't know how.
Right. I know, let's watch this video and find out. Oh, hang on. No, but we're not talking about the brandy snaps. We're talking about the pan. This is much lower indent on that, so we'll use this, all right, folks? This is kind of like a heaped teaspoon, and just let it sort of settle, because it's still quite maneuverable. I can actually encourage it a little bit with the back of my spoon into a sort of disc shape, and I want to try and get it quite thin as well. All right, I think we've made like that. Is it that happy smiley face, the yellow sticker? There he is, he's smiling. So this is it, my first time making brandy snaps. They're going in, about 5 minutes apparently is what you want to do it for. If you try and overcook it a little bit, it's going to bubble away, but if you overcook it, it will burn. So you really do need to watch it. So they're baking away, they're going to bubble up. Just to one side here, I've got some baking parchment too, a fish slice to help get it off. Now, I've got two things I can try and use. A wooden spoon apparently greased up is very popular, or if you want to make them a little bit wider, a bit more gourmet, I've got this slightly larger rolling pin that I've also greased just to wrap it around to brand it. I just need to open this, look. Mine is starting to join together, no! Oh no, I might have to do one at a time going forward, but they are starting to bubble like that. That's what we want. All right. Apparently, we can get this out. Oh, look at that, it looks like melted cheese. Apparently they do cool down quite quick. You want to get that balance right between them not being too hot, so you burn yourself, don't do that right away, but too cold so that they snap. So let's do it now. Actually, I could just slide that onto there. Ah, yes, these are actually pliable now. Look at that, I can touch it. It's hot, but it's bearable. So I'm gonna get my rolling pin, and I'm gonna go like that. Just roll it across. That's hot. See what I've done with the seam? I've made that get compressed together. And because it's greased, we can leave it like that. And we've just made a brandy snap. So before this one gets too cold and snaps on us, it's just pliable like that. And it's quite nice. It's warm, but more like a hot water bottle warm. Comforting. And we just slide it off. Oh my gosh. Oh, but what I can see is happening, it's starting to misshape slightly. So what I'll do, I'll leave, I think it's good to do 2 at a time. Leave them seam side down like that. And let them cool. Yes. I'm not going to lie, for my first time doing that was pretty intense, but now I'm really comfortable with it. And it's surprising, just with the teaspoon of that mixture, like how big they actually are. Like, that's quite a good size, to be honest. So I'm probably not going to show you that step too many more times, but I'll do one more batch to show you another thing you can do. We're going to make a basket. So this, and it said basket, Carol Baskin. If we want to make a basket, get yourself a glass. Can you see how it's got a nice little bottom on it like that? A lovely bottom. Now apparently what you can do, as the standard brandy snaps look on, is place straight on top of a glass like that, and just let it kind of settle and find its way, and let gravity do its thing. You kind of do want it to firm and cool down so it's got a good angle on it, so it'll act like a bowl and not a plate, but you can make a brandy plate if you want. I don't mind. So this is my other batch. I took my eye off it whilst I was doing the ghost thing, which is pretty much nearly ready. And you can see it just by leaving it that extra minute how much darker it is. I mean, this isn't burnt, but I think I will prefer them with a nice sort of golden colour like that. I just love that sort of lattice shape on it. You see that? Ah, yeah. See it? See what it's doing? Do you know what? I think I didn't quite cook that long enough. So perhaps my second batch, where they're a little darker, a little firmer in colour, will work better. So I'll do that again. There's my next batch. To try and make this colour work with this format with that glass. Oh, there we go. Look. Okay, so these would make an amazing homemade gift, and the cream we're going to pipe into it. Normally you would put a little bit of brandy in there, but we are not going there. I have got some lemon curd that I've just found in my fridge, so just to match that lemon little bit that we put in the brandy snap itself. If you've never whipped cream with lemon curd in, you haven't lived. I can't believe I've just said that. And the other thing I've got is a vanilla pod, so we're just going to get the seeds out of that now. It's pure vanilla heaven right there. So whip the cream like normal. This is double cream, aka heavy cream. Make sure it's nice and cold as well, because it'll whip quicker. There we go. Just as an aside, while I was whipping it, I was thinking, who actually realised that if you whip double cream, it goes like this? You know, it's like one of those things. Why haven't we discovered that maybe if you put bread on your feet, they work as shoes? I know that's not, you know what I'm saying? It's just like things that have just happened. Things happen, right? And we just take it for granted. Big old dollop of lemon curd. That will actually pack it with a surprising amount of flavour. And I'm just going to push in the seeds. And just a short whisk now to blend that through and get the seeds scattered. Nice. And I can use the glass again to double up so that we can actually get a piping bag ready for our lemon cream. There we go. So just by pushing it to a little bit more darker in colour, you can see the difference. That's sort of gone flat, and this one is holding its shape. Nice. Guys, there's so much pressure. Huh? There we go. We just pipe. Oh my gosh, trying to do this two-handed. Look, pipe the lemon cream in there like that. Oh, look at that. Absolutely phenomenal. What you could do as well is dunk it in melted chocolate. Oh, or just the whole thing in chocolate. Right, let's do the nest. Load it with some cream. And you could shape this around anything, couldn't you? You could put it around a coffee jar, a pug, your kid. Just gonna dollop some strawberries in there to remind it that it's lemony. We'll get some lemon zest and then just a drizzle of chocolate sauce. Oh, it all looks so good, doesn't it? You could stuff these as well. You could put strawberries through there as well. Oh. Does a brandy snap? Oh, the answer is yes. Yes, it does. It tastes like a posh, pimped up cornflake, but the cream, the lemon cream vanilla in there, if you can ram that in there or twist it to the way you like it, add some jam, add some Nutella, whatever you fancy it, just phenomenal. The caramelization and a slight hint of ginger, even a teeny bit of lemon, phenomenal. Oh, So the brandy snaps are going on the baking playlist. If you've not seen that before, grab a sweatband and have a marathon. It's hundreds of hours of baking inspiration for me and all the family. Don't forget to subscribe for regular videos if you have not already. And if you try any of the recipes over the years, don't forget to share with me and tag me on your social media platform of choice. I really love to see it, and that's one of the main reasons I do this. I love inspiring you guys. Yours will look better than mine. I promise you they will. So I didn't have a brandy snap till I was at least over 18 because I thought they had brandy in. My kids are going to get to try it. See you next time.
Check your level, player. No matter what your style, the kitchen's for me. Simon's moustache, goatee, maybe all three.
Well, here we are, a little bit later in the day. Amy's just farted, but we won't talk about that. Mrs. Barry's working her way through.
I'm going through the strawberries and cream.
Go on then, let's have a try. That's
gosh.
a big old piece, Mrs. B. Look at that! Wow. And you, young lady, you get to have brandy.
I know.
And you're not even old enough. Oh.
That's nice.
That good?
Mhm. They are very nice.
Yeah. Thanks, guys. And whilst you've been doing that, Amy's just trumped, haven't you? Just farted. Thanks, Amy.